Welcome back to the channel, Panda Pals. I am so excited to be back. I was initially just going to take my birthday off, but then shit went down and that is obviously not what happened. I will go into it at the end of the video, so stick around if you want a little bit of a Boba life update. But other than that, let's get right into the recap. Today we are covering The Other Way. We are currently on season 7, episode 10. In this episode, we are going to be talking about Jenny and Sumit. We have Pattiya and Dylan. Just FYI, Pattiya pissed me the f off in this one, so get ready for that. We have Matt and Greta and a little bit of Luke and Madeleine. So strap onto your strap-ons, friends, and let's get this show started. Let's check in with Jenny and Sumit.
Been a week now and things are starting to come together. The cafe now looks like a cafe and today is just final touches.
The whole fam is headed out to the cafe so that they can prepare some food because they are doing a religious ceremony to bless the place tomorrow. And they want to go ahead and give out some food to the people around the cafe so that they can advertise their grand opening.
The main customer in our area is students. We are focusing on the things that Indians love to eat on a daily routine.
Sumit's mom and dad talk about all of the food that they're going to make, and his mom is like, Jenny, what are you gonna be making? And Jenny's like, coffee? And his mom is like, really? That's it? And bless Sumit's little heart, he comes to her defense once again, and he's like, coffee can actually be a really big deal, guys.
Making coffee is also an art. If you make good coffee, it can be at the star of our menu.
Apparently in India, chai is the drink of choice, and if somebody does choose to drink coffee, it's usually instant. So Sumit thinks that having freshly brewed coffee is going to be a huge hit, which is why he invested a mondo amount of money on this sweet espresso machine.
उस पूरे market में पहली espresso machine होगी हमारी. And make a fresh coffee will definitely gonna attract a lot of customers.
I do not know what I would do without espresso, okay? I mean, I'm much better about it now, but holy God, when I was getting my master's, I was drinking like 5 triple shots a day just to stay alive. They clean up and they start to cook, and Sumit is super excited about everything until he walks into the bathroom and he sees his dad washing some potatoes right next to the toilet using unfiltered bathroom water. And Sumit is like, Dad, what the f***? How do you not know that you should not be washing the food next to a bathroom toilet?
I can't believe my eyes. Well, I don't know what makes him think that he can take water from the bathroom and use it for the kitchen. It's not hygienic at all. This is unfiltered water. The area is next to the toilet. That's not gonna happen in my kitchen.
He gets into an argument with his parents, and Sumit is basically like, how can the two of you be so stupid? And his parents are like, okay, first of all, shut the fuck up. Second, you did not get a source of potable water. What else were we supposed to use? And then Sumit is like, oh yeah, that's my bad.
कि ये बहुत बेसिक सी
हमारी बेइज्जती कर रहा है कैफे खोलना है पानी की तो बहुत जरूरत करना चाहिए था.
That's crazy that he did not secure running water for the kitchen, and it is the day before they open the cafe. So Sumit makes them throw away all of the food that they were preparing because it was wash poop adjacent.
Maybe this is why people get sick a lot when they eat in India.
All the hard work is gone.
It's a new day and everybody heads back to the cafe because they finally procured filtered water and they now have to cook everything fast as f***. The blessing ceremony begins, and apparently today is a super auspicious day for this ceremony to happen because the stars and shit are aligned or something. This guy comes in and shakes water mixed with cow urine all over the shop, and you know, I'm kind of laughing a little at the irony of the situation. But I guess in Indian culture, cows are revered as holy animals and they are placed on a higher tier than gods. So they do not look at cow urine the way that I look at cow urine.
Throwing cow urine around while you're cooking?
Cow urine is considered very religious and pure in my culture. You use holy water, we use cow urine.
The shop opens and everyone in Sumit's family hustling. Well, everyone except Jenny. Jenny is busy hanging out and kind of being a buzzkill.
All I saw was food going out the door and no money coming in. We made no money.
Sumit does explain that they have to do this to get people to try the food, and hopefully they will like it enough to come back for it again later. I don't know who's right. I guess I kind of feel like both of them are right. I do think they should be offering samples. I just don't think those samples should be the size of entrees.
What the hell? We didn't make any money today? Are these people delusional and we might be stuck living with the family forever?
Let's check in with Pattiya and Dylan.
Oh,
Wow.
we're comfortable.
Oh, that's itchy.
The pair are out shopping for some new furniture, and surprise, surprise, Pattiya does not give a shit how much anything costs.
Can't help it if I have expensive taste. I look for quality, I look for comfort.
You do need to look at the price tag also.
She's looking at couches around $2,000 to $2,500 because that is the budget that they apparently made for a couch. And Dylan is just like, hey, just a thought. Why don't we try to find a cheaper couch so that we can use the rest of the money that we budgeted and put it towards your debt? And Pattiya is pissed that he is bringing up being mindful of their budget while they are shopping, which, you know, I can't really think of a better time to bring that up.
We did have the conversation about budgeting.
Oh my gosh, we're furniture shopping. You have to really talk about this now.
Dylan is concerned because Pattiya is used to going out shopping and dropping $5,000 to $10,000. And then the show proceeds to show us Pattiya in not expensive looking clothes. That is the nicest way I can put that. Dylan asks Pattiya how much total debt she has, which, I mean, I don't think she's gonna know the actual answer to that, but go ham. I don't know. Pattiya does say she has $20,000 of credit card debt and 5 maxed out cards. I would bet my entire ass that it is way more than 20 grand. Dylan is shocked, and he's like, how? And Pattiya throws this right back in his face, and she makes all of her debt 100% his fault.
I accumulated the debt again because I had to start all over. When I met Dylan, I was in a lot of debt, but I worked really hard myself and was able to pay it off. This is your fault. I had no debt when I moved to Thailand with you.
I think this is kind of fucked up because you could have said no to moving to Thailand. It is not Dylan's fault that you decided to sell everything you owned to move to another country to be with a man who has broken up with you multiple times without a backup plan. And honestly, I would have a little bit of sympathy if Dylan was 32 and Pattiya was 19 when she made that decision. But girlie, you were 49 when this shit happened.
I have a lot of resentment regarding my financial situation because I sacrificed a lot for Dylan.
Dylan does say that he may have played a small part in why she's currently where she is financially, but Thailand was also 4 years ago and she's been making bank as a stripper, so there's really no reason for her to be in this much debt.
That was 4 years ago, and you've been dancing for the last 4 years, making pretty good money. Are your spending habits going to change?
Yes, I'm not the same.
Girl, you are currently looking at expensive couches, saying you never look at prices and you don't want to talk about your budget.
I've learned from my mistakes. That's why I'm asking you to sell that house to help me with this debt.
Wait. What? Pattiya wants Dylan, the man who she is not married to and is not really doing much to move him to want to marry her. She wants him to sell one of his properties and put all of that money towards her debt? Girlie, this is not what fixing the behavior means. And if you need Dylan to bail you out of all of your debt, then you actually have not learned anything and you have not gotten better at spending, saving, financial stability, anything, okay? That's just not how that works.
It just feels like she's not taking any accountability for her spending habits. I don't want to have to be always cleaning up her mess. I don't think selling one of those properties to pay off her debt is the right financial choice.
I am 100% on Dylan's side with this. Girlie is almost 60, okay? Could she maybe be, I don't know, an adult? Then Dylan flat out tells her that her lack of financial responsibility is the only reason that he has not proposed to her yet. And he does not plan on proposing to her until he's able to see improvement in her spending habits.
There's been many months where you have not had the money for rent, and I've had to pay it for you. It's just like, when is this woman going to stop spending?
What are you
Many
talking
months.
about? That's because you put me in that place.
Again, no one forced you to go to Thailand without a plan, okay? And I understand that Pattiya had paid off all of her debt before she left, but she left without any money saved. Also, Dylan dropped his life and moved to Thailand with her. And then the same thing happened when they broke up. He had to move back home and pick back up again. And he's not in financial ruin. Pattiya tells him she had zero idea he felt this strongly about her spending habits, which, I'm sorry, Dylan definitely told her and she chose not to listen. Dylan does say he tries to bring it up, but every time he does, she absolutely blows up in his face and shuts him down. So he's never really been able to fully express how he feels. And Pattiya, bless her dumb ass, continues to piss me off by making it all his fault.
There's debt that you had when you met me. Whose fault was that?
I've learned from my mistakes, but this debt, honestly, I feel like it's your fault. You know it's your fault.
Ma'am, the debt is your fault, okay? I honestly cannot believe that she is doubling down so hard on this. I say again, she is the one who decided to move to a country where she could not work with no money, okay? I don't understand why Dylan keeps going back to her. He really can't find anyone else when the bar is that low? Really?
This last debt was because of him. It's almost like he wants to see me suffer through the debt. If it bothers you, help me pay it.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I cannot believe she just said that. Dylan, send that bitch back. Throw her on a plane, send her the back, okay? I feel like cutting off your own wiener would be less excruciating of an experience than dating this woman.
Not that same girl anymore. I've gotten better. Now that we're together, it's gonna be your money and I'm not gonna be doing that.
Oh, really? Is that why you told him to sell one of his houses and put all of that money into paying off your debt? Girl.
He needs to move past this because if he doesn't propose, I'm done. I'm moving on.
Yeah, because she's gonna need to find another man to pay off her debt for her if he does not do it. Let's check in with Matt and Greta.
Since I've arrived in England, things have been up and down. It feels like Matthew and I are on different pages about everything.
Greta is out for afternoon tea with Matt's mom, grandma, and brother's fiance to try and de-stress because she gave everything up to move to England for a man that she has nothing in common with.
Greta, I just want you to know how much it means to have you with us. And if you stay in our house for 3 weeks or 3 months, you know you are most welcome.
Matt's mother is an absolute treasure, okay? She's the sweetest frickin' woman and must be protected at all costs. Greta starts to cry because Matt's family has been nothing but welcoming to her, and Greta opens up, tells them that in the past, she actually made homemade ornaments for Christmas with her mother and her sister before her mother passed away. And then her dad, who decided to get into a relationship with an absolute cunt the same year, which I get that people grieve in their own way at their own pace, but dear God, if my spouse died, I would not be dating someone and inviting them over for Christmas in the same calendar year. Anyway, it's the Christmas after her mother passed away and everyone's putting ornaments on the tree, and they obviously put up these handmade ornaments because, again, her mother died. And her father's absolute cunt of a girlfriend was like, ew, these are hideous, and that bitch threw those ornaments out.
Have you still got them? No, because she threw them out.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. We've got lots of family traditions, and you can be part of those traditions.
Oh my freaking God! She is so sweet! Damn! I honestly feel like I am healing from my childhood traumas just watching his mother be an absolute angel. Matt's mom is like, oh, we will buy new ornaments. You can make your own ornaments. We're gonna have so many ornaments for your many future children. And Greta is like, oh, yeah, about that. So I know I said I really wanted to have kids, but I changed my mind.
I can't tell if it's like a phase or not. I've been having like a lot of anxiety about having children lately. I mean, I know he wants children and I don't want to take that from him.
She tries to soften the blow and she's like, maybe it's because we're not settled down yet. We don't have our own home, our routine. And Matt's mom is looking like she's about to cry, but she is empathetic. She does admit to us that she would be very disappointed if she did not get any grandkids. But to Greta, she's super understanding, super supportive, and she says that whether she wants kids or not is a very hard decision, and Matt loves her, and hopefully they can come to some sort of compromise.
I don't want to get their hopes up. They're so excited for me to be here and they love me so much. I didn't want to ruin this perfect image they had of the future.
It's a new day and Matt and Greta go on a little date. Now, remember when I said they don't have anything in common? I was wrong. They do. They are both vegan and they love animals. That is it. I'm pretty sure that this fact is the basis of their entire relationship.
I thought I'd have to go my whole life married to someone that I just accepted wasn't a vegan.
Very sweet, but I just don't think being vegan should be your entire personality, okay? And it definitely shouldn't be the only thing holding your relationship together. Also, I'm a little confused. You love animals, but you abandoned your cat. That kinda doesn't make any sense to me. So Greta decides that now is the perfect time to tell Matt that she doesn't actually want kids. He's not happy about it. And Greta's like, I don't know what to do because I don't want kids and you were clearly put on this earth just to be a dad. And Matt is like, yeah, I was. And I want to be a dad, but I want to be a dad to your kids. And then he asks if her hesitation with wanting kids comes from her childhood trauma of, you know, not having a mother and then having her father date an absolute And Greta tells him, no, that's not it.
My childhood would actually be one of the reasons why I would want kids. I would be able to build a family life that I've always dreamed of.
Matt is like, WTF. We have been talking about having kids so much. Like, we've given our kids names and mapped out their entire future.
I started to really think about what my life would look like if I had a kid, and a family life would be a major deterrent to being the type of advocate that I've always wanted to be.
That's totally fine if that is her reason for not wanting kids. The thing that I get hung up on is she says that she thought she wanted kids until she actually thought about her life with kids, which I don't get that. Like, you're with a partner that you are that you're engaged to, that you're gonna be married to, and you're constantly talking about kids to the point where you've named multiple future kids and talked about what sports they're gonna do, the style of parenting that you're going to put on them, the schools that you want them to go to, etc., etc. And you didn't actually think in a real way of what having kids would mean for your life?
If you don't have the time to be a mother, I will be 200% of the father.
No. That is also not the answer. You can be 200% of the dad, but the kids are still gonna have to grow up with a mother who is present, but not for them. Let's check in with Luke and Madeleine. Luke meets up with his bestie, Brian. Now, if you don't remember him, Madeleine and Brian hate each other because Brian would keep Luke up to date on all of the naughty things that Madeleine would do in Colombia when he was not there. And Madeleine allegedly spread a rumor that Brian was cheating on his ex-wife when they were married.
It's Madeleine's world and we're just living in it. Like, she says jump and Luke says how high. She says bark and Luke barks.
Does anybody else find it a little weird that he is absolutely taking a massive dump on Madeleine at Luke's bachelor party? Like, Luke is sitting there with a groom sash and Brian is just like, hey, your soon-to-be wife sucks the most ass and you are just a pussy-ass sim. Luke tells Brian that Madeleine broke off the wedding and Brian smirks a little because, let's be honest, boy is so happy to hear that.
Yeah. It sounds real healthy, Luke. It sounds like you're really making progress. I feel like you have like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, I mean, you have a point, dude.
Then Brian is like, bro, what do you see in this girl? Can you please try to sell me on her? Because I can't see it.
Sell her to me, please. What is it about her? Like, why do you want to be with her?
And surprising absolutely no one, Luke can't.
I wanted to move here as an entrepreneur, living the life. I just wanted to live the dream.
Sell me her, not the dream. Sell me her.
Luke does actually verbalize why he is with Madeleine.
Ultimately, I'm a little bit scared of being alone.
God, that is so sad. For both of them, honestly. Like, Luke is trying so hard to marry a woman that he does not like, and Madeleine is crying over a man who does not like her. And then Luke is like, no, Madeleine makes me forget all of my worries and I just want to be with her, I want to be happy. Again, not saying anything of substance about why he loves her.
You don't have to go through with this. You haven't said one nice thing about her and you're getting married. What about this sounds like a good idea?
And Brian is basically like, no duh, the girl's gonna want to marry you. You send her your entire paycheck. And Luke is like, damn, Brian is saying some pretty harsh things about my fiance, but you know what? It is all true.
I pay her rent, I pay her food, I've bought her cars, her beauty studio. It's not how I want my future to be. I don't know what to do.
You go home. You are hemorrhaging money that you don't have for a woman you do not like. Anyway, that is the recap for this episode. Now, let me give you a very quick and speedy Boba life update. I had a great birthday. Thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. It made me feel very special. Now, after my birthday, this tends to happen every year, or at least every year after I turned 27. Where, like, my birthday's in November, it's very close to the end of the year, and the end of the year, everyone just kind of chronicles everything they accomplished, what things they want to accomplish, and I feel like being in my mid-30s now, I know that I have a lot of things that I should be proud of, but it doesn't feel like a lot most of the time, and I always feel like I'm disappointing the people around me. So I tend to have a really good birthday and then crash right after and be super sad. It's usually just for a day, but this time the crash was super hard and I ended up having to take the week off for my mental health. I'm doing a lot better now and I'm very excited to finish off this year and just start fresh for 2026 and see what the new year brings. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like my content and you do want to show your support, I would appreciate it so much if you did hit that subscribe button and like this video because that really helps the channel out because it tells YouTube that it should be pushing my video out to more people. Other than that, be sure to let me know down in the comments what you thought about this episode. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye!